My Lords, just as in the previous group, there's some really forward-thinking amendments in this group that can go a long way to ending our devastating impact on rivers and the wider environment. And some of them are so good that I have amendment envy and wish that I'd thought of them. But obviously, two Greens can't be everywhere, although we do our best. We all seem to agree here that we currently use water in an extremely illogical way. So much clean water, drinkable water, is flushed down the loo when there's a really obvious alternative, and that is to not use it. The separation and capture of grey water should be routine, and the government should be making it a requirement in building regs because the benefits are so blindingly clear. I operate a grey water system at home, which means flushing the loo with my washing up water. I do that. It's very sophisticated. I walk with the bowl from one room to the other, and it works extremely well. And the water out of our sinks is likely contaminated with eco-friendly soap, perhaps dirt from our hands and bits of food and things like that. But it's fine for washing the toilet and to water our gardens and even wash our cars if you have one, and do a whole host of other things as well. And this relatively simple system will, of course, hugely cut down on our water usage. And also the stress is placed on the sewage system because we automatically cut our wastewater down by almost half. And when we combine the separation and reuse of grey water with the separation of sewage from drainage, then we have a much more sustainable water system. I hope that not very long into the future we'll look back on the idea of using clean water to flush our toilets and then mixing it with rainwater before spending huge amounts of money getting the sewage back out will look almost as illogical, disgusting, whatever, as throwing our toilet contents out of the windows into the open streets, as used to happen a couple of 100 years ago. Because in truth, we've actually just made it a bit more complicated and put the sewers underground, but it's the same. In essence, we are throwing our sewage into our streets. And it should be a priority for the government, both at home and around the world. And the same solutions that will clean up our sewage system in the UK will actually help clean, safe water systems elsewhere in the world, because we have a responsibility to make sure that other countries have safe water supplies. And this does all sorts of things, including reducing the risk of disease in other countries for millions of people. And of course, it also significantly reduces our impact, our disastrous impact, on the Earth's rivers, lakes and seas. And I keep raising the issue of COP26, but quite honestly, we've got to have something to take there that we're actually proud of. The rest of the world will be watching. It won't be like G7. It will be a completely different situation where other countries will judge us on what we are doing here. And I just hope we can